back. This is the second time I'm trying to figure out how this will work because when I first tried to just go live just now, for some unexplained reason, my phone had my streaming set to having the phone vertical instead of horizontal in its placement, which was very annoying and irritating. So now I have to share it with everybody. Hello to whoever just came in. Apologies for the bumbling start. I'm gonna be honest, I probably shouldn't be on camera right now, but I'm just fancying it because I need something to do on Saturdays. Plus, I also need to finish painting up this mega knob, and I figured the best way to do that would be to stream. Also, one keeps dropping out. It's all good. Sorry about, again, the bumbling start. I was trying to go live sooner, but for some reason my phone automatically set me to have it vertical instead of horizontal, and then I had to stop streaming when I went live, and then I had to recreate the stream and then repost the link for this stream over the stream that wasn't working. So yeah, bumbling start. You know, it's all fine and dandy. So what we're gonna do first, or at least what I'm gonna do, is have a can of soda. But should the buffering never stop, just know I am with you in spirit, brother. And it's all good, Al. Finished painting up the stampa you sent me. Your name is now inscribed upon it, an Al, or a Big Al. Oh, I needed a sip of that. Also, yay! Painted it up actually quite a while ago. I'm very happy with it. I've used it in one game so far, 2,000-point game. Performed pretty well, although we kind of eventually got bogged down in a huge tidal wave of boys. Oh. I might actually have to go back upstairs and get myself some more water. But I'll do that later. On the subject of painting stuff, I'm going to be trying to throw some paint on this mega knob. He doesn't actually need any more base coats. What I'm actually just going to do is throw some washes on him, and once the wash is dry, I'll paint the rim of his base, and then he'll be done. And I'll do some highlights on the skin. I don't really do highlights anymore because if I'm honest, they were very time consuming, and when I get after them, they look kind of like ruins what I was going for. Plus, I also like the look of my models being very shiny. Oh. Okay. I'll do the orange wash first. For those watching back on the replay, sorry if I'm not talking very much, but it's because there's currently no one posting in the chat right now, so there's no real reason for me to talk. I'm just talking right now, so I'm still breathing, because I sometimes hold my breath when I'm slapping paint onto a model. And also sometimes it means that I don't know when to continue breathing. We got another person in here. Hello, state your business. Welcome to the hobby chat as I attempt to make something work on this live stream. That's in reference to trying to get the stream to work, because I had a bit of a bumbling start trying to go live and trying to invite people to the live. Also, I have one person here, but why do I have no likes? Come on, what is this? What is this disgrace? Well, I guess I don't typically deserve likes right now, since I have been trying to get this stream to work, and it's been a very, again, bumbling start. Oh, so what would you say? What would you say have been your favorite models to paint so far? I also missed that comment. It was just posted. I think my favorite models to have painted so far. That's a tough question. It's like asking what your favorite model is out of the entirety of like miniature ranges. I think I'm gonna say Beast Snagga Boys, because I really like painting orc skin, and I really like the ability to do some nice highlights on orc flesh. And I also like how they're not completely covered in some forms of detail like regular orc boys. And the beast hides on them are also very fun to paint and mess about with all different kinds of colors for their beast hides. So I'd say Beast Snagga Boys would be my personal favorite. That may change though in the near future, because I did put an order in for a Squigosaur Beast Boss and a Beast Boss on foot. Because Beast Snagga Boys, they need a leader, and I also just wanted a Squigosaur because they're absolutely savage, and also their models look pretty cool. For what it's worth, even though the start's been incredibly terrible, at least I have a nice drink to help satiate my hunger of sorts. What am I painting today, Sci-Fi? Also, welcome to the stream. I'm painting Mega Knobs. Painting up some more mega knobs. I've had this mega knob sit here for, I think, 2 days, being fully base coated. So now I gotta slap some washes on him. I've been getting distracted with other stuff the past 2 days. And opposite to that, what has been the worst model you've painted? Oh, I've had so many bad experiences with painting models. Honestly, I do really like this model, like in terms of its character. But I really don't like painting Def Dreads. Like there's so much detailing on him, and it's an absolute painkiller. No, I wouldn't say painkiller. I would say killer pain instead of painkiller, because it's not killing pain, it's adding pain to the painting. That was not an intended pun, by the way, if someone heard one. Because when I first painted my Def Dreads, I did the stupid decision of priming them black. And I didn't really have a whole ton of metal. Hey, Mr. Fish, happy Saturday. Wah! I don't like painting Def Dreads because, like, the detailing on them, it's so annoying, and plus, like, with the way that their arms go together, it's very cramped and it's hard to get a brush in there, especially when you have a bunch of really crap brushes and can't really get better brushes. So it was very annoying. The same thing happened with Killicans, although Killicans were far more bearable because they were a bit smaller, and they also didn't have 4 arms instead of 2. But like, I don't really want to paint Def Dreads again. Right? It was also, I was trying to do like a little face on one of the rockets, because one of my dreads has rockets, and it was very difficult to actually paint a face on there. And when I was done, it didn't really look like a face. So I don't really want to paint more Def Dreads, although I know I will, because Def Dreads are cool and I want to get more. Because right now I have 4 Def Dreads. One of them has all claws, and the rest of them are a mix of 2 claws and 2 ranged weapons that I just randomly glued onto them. Also, again, why are 3 people watching this, but I don't have any likes? Come on, what is this malarkey? What is this disgrace to the name of the Gitman? Well, I guess that's what happens when you're a youth. You don't deserve the privilege of getting likes on a live stream. So sad. Practice doing faces on rockets using a pencil or a rocket shaped pen lid or something. I could do that, but I was kind of in a rush because, like, the Def Dreads I was painting, I had them for like months, closing in on like maybe a year or 2, and I was just desperate to get them painted. Eventually, when I actually got like let's see, we got some of this. Well, no, I don't need to do it right now, Sci-Fi. I've already painted up all my Def Dreads, and the process was actually a lot faster when I got some metallic primer. That's I've now, after that experience with Def Dreads being primed black, I've now sworn to always prime all of my vehicles with metal spray or metallic spray instead of any other kind of spray. And if it is a big problem for, like, my color scheme is orange, so if it's a big problem for the orange to actually be very opaque, what I will tend to do is I will base coat on some white, and then when the white is dried, I will paint over the white with orange, because orange works better on white. How was everybody else's day? Waffling on about me. How about all of you? What's everybody up to today? How's everyone's day going? I would say I have some general idea of how Mr. Fish's day is going, but I don't really live that close to him to actually be able to keep up on how his day is going. I'm working while I'm being paid to watch you, actually, so shouldn't complain. I mean, hey, that's a win-win. You're getting paid while you're getting paid, and you're technically you're getting paid to watch me. So it's you're working while also watching me. Switching over to a new phone, says Mr. Fish, and Sci-Fi said, it's been raining, so listening to the football and watching Rugby World Dump games. Very lazy game. Very lazy day. Hey, it's never too bad to have a lazy day once in a while. I can be a second on that and having a lazy day. A lot of people in my household love lazy days, which I don't think should be that surprising because being lazy it's not typically a description of a person. It's just simply well, it's what just sci-fi just said. It's allowed on the weekends, but it's not so much being lazy. It's more about recuperating and resting. Also, while I'm streaming, I'm gonna say the next stream will not be coming up this next Saturday, and it also might not come up the Saturday after that because a little bit of an explanation. This upcoming Saturday, there's a new person who's entering into the hobby, and I have scheduled to play a game of 40K with him. So I'll meet up with him at my local hobby shop, and we'll play him in 40K. It'll be Space Marines versus Orcs. I'll be playing as the Orcs, and I will be lending my opponent my Space Marines. Alright. We'll go with some of the bones on this guy. Bony bits on this guy. I was also expecting Captain Dreadbois to show up because he said he wanted to show up to one of my streams, but he hasn't showed up yet. Come on, Dread, where are you? The Gitman's calling out for Captain Dread. Someone who's watching, summon Dread. Like, summon the Dread Captain to come and watch the stream before he misses it all. Well, it's my free time to waste, and if I enjoy doing nothing, I'll do that. You know what, sci-fi? Um, Welcome to the lazy corner. No one here will judge you. Ugh. What's a lazy day? welcome 6+ Stevo. The big deal has arrived. Roll out the red carpet. Actually, no, roll out the red and yellow carpet. And also, have the grot orderlies make sure that his head's nice and polished. Anyways, welcome to the stream, Stevo. How you doing? How you doing, fellow war boss of sorts? Ugh. I'm currently just tired. I get that. I'm choosing to be a very irresponsible person, use sugar to help me with being tired, which actually is not going to help at all. It's probably going to make me more tired later. As I'm slapping some washes onto Mega Knob number 2, or numero dos. And I'm going to eventually let the washes dry when I've slapped them all on. And we'll then move on to painting another Mega Knob. A lazy day is someone that doesn't have kids, gets to have every so often. Sorry, Steve-O. I mean, as much as it sounds like I could have kids, I don't want to have kids. Because never seen anyone use dropper bottles like that. Yes, well, that's because I'm much like sci-fi. I'm too lazy to squirt them out onto a pallet. Plus, these are also washes, so I believe I can get away with it. We got 5 people here. Why don't we have 5 likes if there's 5 people here? Hey, Blobo Clown. Also, Steve-O, if you're watching, summon Dread. Summon Captain Dread, because he said he wanted to see a stream. But he's not here. I believe Dread's missing out on his chance to actually come and watch a stream. My brushes are absolutely destroyed. What are we working on today? Says Blobo Clown. Mega Knobs. Painting some Mega Knobs. Ugh. Because everybody loves orc versions of Terminators that aren't actually Terminators. Also, if you want to see something even more strange, watch how I apply a wash onto the base of my model. Smart, but also messy. I'm honestly the person that doesn't want to waste much time. The person who doesn't want to waste much time on trying to actually get his models painted. Because I don't really like painting all that much. I find it far more... The concentration on your face is adorable. Well, the thing is, Steve-O, we're not all blessed with the camera that has the ability for us to not see what the person is producing unless we hold it up to the camera. The early Mega Knobs were very close to Terminators, or Vermin Eaters, as they should be known. They had built-in medi-squigs for invuln save and everything. I'm still wondering why Mega Knobs still don't have a base invuln save, especially since it's stated in the lore that Mega Knobs are able to withstand hails of bullets, and also how a tank round can do little more than just knock one over. I don't know. I guess it's just GW saying that we hate orc players. Right, well, I think that's all the washes. So, go ahead and put those back. And we will continue on painting this one. Because I have 5 Mega Knobs here who need painting. I want to get them painted up real quick before my game with my pal on Saturday. For those who just entered here, yes, I'm going to be going down to my local hobby store. I'm going to play a game of 40k with someone who has just entered into the hobby. I'm bringing 2,000 points worth of orcs and 2,000 points worth of space marines that I will graciously lend to my opponent because he doesn't actually have a full 2,000 point army that is built. I won't say built and painted because you don't ever have to play with the mantra of having built and painted. What were you wowing over, Blobo Clown? No, I'm not bringing Big Al. As much as I would want to bring Big Al, I'm bringing Big Al's little brother. I'm bringing the Gorkanaut, but I don't want to like immediately use the Stompa because it's more like a noob Stomper kind of unit to bring because my opponent doesn't actually play Space Marines, he plays Grey Knights. And since he doesn't know how to play Space Marines, I don't want to put him through the brutal escapade of playing against a giant stomping robot that's almost impossible to bring down. And we're also not going to play with any of the updates. I'm going to let him still play with the original Oath of Moment, so he'll get full rerolls to hit and to wound. Because I am going to be a very gracious first-time opponent, because I also believe this is the first time that he has played Warhammer 40k. Replace the saw blades with scaled 12-inch vinyl. Put him in front of some decks and massive amps for a boss head bunker. I don't know what that was for, but okay, Sci-Fi. Al's a little bit sad that I'm not bringing Big Al. Yeah, I'm sorry. A bit like the DJ Mech thing from Samurai Jack. I don't remember seeing that in Samurai Jack because I haven't really watched much of Samurai Jack. Although the theme song for the exit theme song has now just popped into my head. Although Alex, don't worry, Big Al will eventually be coming off the shelf because Mr. Fish, when he eventually plans for it. So, is there going to be a stream next Saturday? No, no, there won't be, Blobo. There will not be a stream next week because I'm going to be playing on Saturday, and whenever I go and play like games with other people in my area on Saturdays, there won't be a stream, which is why I'm informing people ahead of time. There may also not be a stream the Saturday after next Saturday. It really depends. There may be one, there may not be one. Because I've also tried to organize another game with Mr. Fish. And maybe for that game I will bring Big Al because he's sat there. He's eager to kill something. So he may come off the shelf. Yay! Could you do YouTube shorts for between turn updates? Yeah, I probably will do some of that. It really depends on if I remember to do them or not. Some people here like to praise me for how great my memory is. It can equally just be as bad as the rest of the people in the Discord group. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that, Steve-O. We also have 3 people in here. And we have 5 likes. So I guess people are telling their friends and family to come and like the stream. Yeah, go and like the Gitman stream as he bumblingly paints models while also trying to get his technology to work. What's the crack? Hey, Plastic Crack Gaming. Warboss Skarner is here. You may have to remove that like now, Steve-O. Why? Hey, come on now. If you had a theme tune, what would it be? I believe someone, I think it was Roxy, suggested the Batman theme song because apparently Gitman was mistaken for Batman, even though the origin behind Gitman is supposed to be like Hitman. Maybe that would be my theme. No, 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 Gitman. Gitman, orc superhero, fantastic. You know, out of all the people of here, still haven't gotten any sign of Captain Dread. Where's old Dread Waugh? Come on, someone get him in here. Someone drag the freebooted captain that we all know and love and like to tease around. Someone drag him in here. Hey, no, stop. He's not a hobo. He's not a hobo, Sci-Fi. Don't be rude. Don't be rude around here. Come on, Dread deserves deserves just as much love and affection as you do. Plus, he did say he would eventually come into one of my streams, and I'm trying to make sure that he does. You'd be proud of that. He said he is ashamed of you. You are no son of his, and he wants no part of this live video. maybe, Steve-O, since I haven't heard from when I could do a collaboration video with you, what I'll do is I'll invite Dread onto the stream. We could do a joint stream. Go live together. His words, not mine. Yeah, I don't believe you, Steve-O. We all know you'd love to take the piss out of Dread. To be fair, we all do it, because apparently someone said it was fun. Don't shoot the messenger. No, I believe the mantra for orcs is there's always some kind of expression about killing the messenger, and the orcs mantra is always kill the messenger. Or have I gotten that all wrong? I don't have to believe anything you guys say. I want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth in order to believe it. In which case, I'll probably still just say, oh, well, you can always come back and watch another stream, or no, not what Sci-Fi said. Ugh. What I will do is I will fly over to the UK, go over to Dread's parked, wherever his camp trailer is parked. I'll knock on the door. No, I won't knock on the door. I will barge in and I will demand that he watches my streams. I will hold him at gunpoint if he doesn't. And then when he does, I'll promptly ask him to play a game of 40K with me. Thread's not showing on Discord. If he's parked near truckers, he'll be busy. You're in denial, Gitman. Give up on him. He is a deadbeat dad. How dare you say that about my father, Steve-O? I look just like him. You know, Steve-O, I did say to Tom in the last Discord chat I had with him, I was rooting for you in the boss fight. Maybe I should have been rooting for Dread. Yes, I do look like the dashing Captain Dreadwar. Is that why you wanted me to originally replace him when he wasn't in the Discord or the War Boss show? So I guess what that also means is that I'm accident prone, because Dread is very accident prone. I'm the father you wish you had, but you stuck with Dread. Well, to be fair, maybe I can still say that you're my father, Steve-O, because I did find Steve-O well before I ever found Captain Dread, or Plastic Crack Gaming for that matter. In fact, I think I can also recall the very first. I believe I can still recall the very first video I watched from your channel. It was when you were going over the top 10 orc melee weapons, and eventually the top 10 shooting weapons. Sorry, also not top 10, it was top 5. Top 5 melee weapons. Gitman, I am your father. Sorry, my real name isn't Luke, that's my brother's name. Yeah, you should have done top 6. What were you thinking? Oh, I've just realized he went into the mantra of 5 plus Steve-O. We were all blinded from the start. We were blinded from the start. He's 5 plus Steve-O all along. Well, now that you've done top 5s, you now have to change the channel name. Gotta call yourself 5 plus Steve-O. You gotta grow back half of your hair. 100 plus. You can't be 100 plus Steve-O. Your daughter's already taken that. I haven't forgotten. The little snotling calls herself 100 plus Shola, I think is how you say her name. Apparently that's better according to my daughter. I wonder, maybe I should mix some paint into my soda and see if that will make the taste of the fizziness any different. She will one day have far more subs than me. She is the real big deal. Oh, so are you saying that she's going to take over the channel when you die? And I can continuously torment and terrify your daughter because I'll be the big scary Gitman. Consuming paint really is a chip off the old block. Well, I'm licking a brush, which technically counts as consuming paint in its own merits. No, she has not. She has little interest in my toy soldiers. I don't believe that for a second. Some foundation paints were delicious. What, you mean like these ones? These ones right here? Also, we got 6 likes now. Yay! Maybe I'm the real 6+ Steve-O. We mean these kind of foundation paints? Meaning these ones, sci-fi? Yeah, the real good stuff. Yeah. Tasty. I love the taste of paint in the morning. A drop or two of Agratz really spices up a gravy. I can tell you, 1 drop of any army painter paint can really spice up a gravy too. Not necessarily in the best way, though. Also, Steve-O, when's gonna be a time where I can collaborate and be on the same video as you? I still remember you saying that we could do that at some point. I'm fully expecting you to type in the comments saying, I don't got any new news on that front, or might have to cancel. What conversion would you like to do if you had the resources? I think if I would do a conversion and had the resources, I think I maybe would do what a lot of people like to do and make a massive battle fortress. Because there's a lot of people on the Discord, in particular, the Bearded Orc, one of the most well-known community members, the Bearded Orc. He's got some very nice looking conversions. What he did with the big stick, his massive Gargant that looks kind of like a Stompa, but is far larger than a Stompa. And his massive battle fortress or kill tank. I'd want to have something like that in my collection. I heard my name but missed what was said. I had to deal with something at home. We should have a battle fortress place on Discord, like the Gargant bit. Squigos too, I suppose. Anyway, Steve, what I was trying to say is there anything new on the idea of us doing a collaboration video? Or is there no new news on that? And I'm still needing to wait patiently for when I get informed on the ability for us to do that. Have a nice collaboration video. The big deal meets the Gitman. You could do co-commentary for the NFL game at London tomorrow afternoon. Collab with the Gitman. Yes, we could certainly do something in the near future. I still remember the first time I asked you that. It was when I was streaming on Facebook. I offered to invite you onto the stream, and you said, instead of me doing that, we could do a collaboration video in the near future. Settled tomorrow then. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it as well, Sci-Fi. A bat rep would be good, but could be difficult. I didn't say battle report. Plus, I believe that would actually happen when I inevitably have the resources to fly over to the UK. What if actually we took Sci-Fi's idea, and when I inevitably do come over to the UK and do a battle report with some of the bosses, if I were to post it on my channel, I just work it like it's an NFL broadcast. You just use a pieces of paper as like little broadcast shows. I think did I miss a comment there? You owe me a pint. You owe me a pint. You do get over when you do get over here. Yes, I do. I do still remember I owe you a pint. I remind myself every day when I look up at the Stompa. When I have the massive Stompa known as Big Al. I remember the debt that I owe you, Al. What if actually, Al, what I did is, I just bought you however many cans worth of beer is in like just a single 6-pack of beer. So basically, I just have to buy you 6 pints of beer. What if I just did that? Gotman. Gotman should tour the UK and battle UK members of the Discord. I'm not gonna replace that with Gitman. Yeah, that's my new name. I'm the Gotman. So, Al, oh no, I want to see your happy, smiling face in person, young man. Hey, wait, who said I wouldn't be smiling while I see you drink, you take Gitman to the pub where? Don't say it, Al, because then Sci-Fi is gonna drive all the way down to Nottingham, and what he's gonna do is he's gonna try and get me to buy a bunch of pints for him. Actually, you know what? Maybe go ahead and tell him because it will probably be a while before I actually make it over to the UK. Necrons! Hey, Nick Beer! How's it going, Nick? Finally caught the stream. I would also want to go over to the UK and Tinez would want to go over to the UK. Maybe we do a 2-on-1 battle report. It's me and Stevo with 1,000 points versus Nick with 2,000 points worth of Necrons. Let's see if Stevo, with the assistance of the Gitman, can actually beat Captain Necron. Sounds good. It would be a heck of a battle report. I wonder how we would do our turns. Having seen both of the battle reports on Nick and Stevo's channels, Nick was a very brutal opponent, very harsh, very torturous. I'm sorry for your suffering, Stevo, but it was suffering worth it because it was you suffering for our entertainment.
I will lick my wounds in return. Yes, lick up your wounds in return. What you should have done, Steve, is you should have dragged Gashnak Goldtooth along. You would have made sure right well that all the boys and grots did their job and actually stayed in line and kept fighting the good fight. Oh. I am awake. I'm just waiting for some more comments to arrive because there's nothing to read, and I'm focusing on painting. Although since you said wake up, maybe that means I need to take another swig of my delicious soda. And by swig, I mean drink the rest of it because there was none left. Ugh. Wake up, boys. It's time for fighting. He's shell-shocked. I'm here. The greenskins can't take it. Oh, sure. What arcade machine can you think of? I can't think of any. I need to do a live video again. Not done one in ages. Yes, you do, Steve-O. I still remember the time when you would accidentally read comments twice and then you would immediately catch it and say, no, I've already read that one too. You're not gonna remember any of that. I can already envision what you're gonna write in the comments and you're like, I don't remember that, but I'll take your word for it. I'm already envisioning it in the comments section. Or even just in the chat right now. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Nick. Tasty paint. Mistake press. Ah, fair enough. I'll remember it so you don't have to. Well, I remember you saying, I know the rule, I fucking wrote it. Just about to paint some nids. Yeah, very nice. Blood Axe version of the Imperial Guard uplifting primer would be great. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, so I'm not going to question it, Sci-Fi, and I'm just going to say, go right ahead. Now maybe to wake up I need some water. See if I actually still have some in my water bottle. Because if not, then I have to go back upstairs and get some. Steve-O has gone suspiciously quiet in this chat now after my last remark. I know the rule, I fucking wrote it. It's all still in the head of when Steve-O got some of his very well paid and very good grots were suddenly bribed by 2 command points by Dim in the big boss battle. And it was such a big shame that Bob was bribed in the big boss fight, or in the big boss battle. Dim paid again another 2 CP, bribed Bob, and Steve-O just simply couldn't kill Bob because he didn't want to. Yeah, see? He's now lost it. He's laughing himself to death. I can't hear it, but I can sense it. I sense it through the wind and rain. Across the great distance of the plains of the United States and across the great pond that divides us from the Brits. Yeah, that boss battle was brilliant, Steve-O. It was also brilliant to see everybody's reactions every time someone farted. Yeah, it seemed like he had the best time. Except for when he had to smell people's farts. Oh, Sid, that's not a creaking floorboard, is it? It's not me. Yes, sensing through the warp. Gork and Mork, guide my hands as I sense my fellow orcs across the globe. I wonder, could I possibly be the first person to fully finish 1 or maybe even 2 cans of soda in a stream. I know it's not good for me, but look, if we're being serious, nothing with sugar is good for you. You just eat or drink it because it's delicious. Which is why I'm also being responsible and still have some water. Although I'll probably have to go get some more. Hold on a minute. I'm getting something. I can sense Steve-O reaching out to me through the void. It seems he is taking the piss again. Bastard. That's why they call you Toucan Jude. I don't get it. You'll be running for the loo soon. Don't know quite what that means, but I'm assuming it doesn't typically mean something good, so I don't think I should question that too much. You'll have the energy for it. But even with this big belly I've got, well, I'm starting to feel that sugar begin to rush to my brain. You say belly, we say fuel tank. Some people also say it's a dump truck. We're drinking lots. You will need a wee. No, it won't. Let the sugar flow through you. I'm still alive. Remember, Jude, the comments are written after you say something. It takes time to read them. then time to be seen by you. So remember there in reference to something you said a few minutes back. Also, I missed something that sci-fi said. If you have enough, it's like the quickening from Highlander. I've never seen Highlander. No, I don't think somebody has died on stream before. Otherwise, I think their stream would continue until their phone ran dead. You slept on stream once. I would love to just go into one of Steve-O's streams and I just see him sleeping. And then suddenly, like, as I'm about to leave, he just wakes up and is like, what happened? What's going on? What's going on? And everyone's still just sitting in the stream waiting. And he's like, all right, it was streaming. Oh, God, why did I stream? I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. Laugh about it now, but it was genuinely scary at the time. That's not why I was laughing, Steve-O. If you were paying attention, I just muted myself and then shouted out to someone else in the house. And really weird that I woke up at 4 a.m. to MSGS of people trying to tell me, why did I wake up then? Why did I check my phone? I must have sensed the gitz in the air trying to reach out to me. I meant to laugh about it now. Oh. Oh. I need to stand up. Oh. Oh. Right. So, here's a progress I've made so far on the Mega Knob. You know what? on, focus. Focus. Well, I guess it won't focus. But here's the progress I've made so far. And now, we probably need to paint this guy's base. Paint the rim of it, at least. And then seal the paint. Seal the paint job. No, it didn't sit on my balls again. I'm standing up because I've been sitting down for almost an hour in this chair. I hope you're not saying, Steve-O, that you sat on your balls once on stream. Sounds very uncomfortable. You gotta be careful with that. You may want your own snotlings one day. What, like a little baby girl sitting here on my lap while I stream is like, say hi to the camera. Yeah, thanks, Steve-O. I really do like this blue. I'm using some of the Citadel contrast paints. Like Sermon Blue, Storm Fiend. I think this one is Telesar Blue, as well as Frostheart. I know a lot of people say they don't really like this one, but I find that it actually works very well over white, so that's why I'm using it. Hey, Dreadblaw! Hope it's going well, dude. Dudio. We'll join proper when I get home. Alright. Well, hope you get home soon because I think when we maybe reach close to the 2-hour mark, we wrap up the stream so we're not here forever and ever. Don't want to be the first person to die on stream. It wouldn't happen because of old age. It would happen because I'd just be starving myself. Your dad came. You knew he would. You just knew he would. You never gave up hope. Exactly, Steve-O. I knew it. I've already done what twice tonight so far? Starve myself? I don't know if Soda... I don't... Died on stream. How did I die? I died once. I died once when I was like this. And then I blinked my eyes to show that I wasn't dead. What was the other time that I died on stream? Anyways, Dread, welcome to the stream. Your first stream you've caught. How's it going, Dad? I never gave up hope that you would eventually arrive to the stream, Dad. I miss you so much. You know, actually, that's an idea. What if me and Dread like team up against Steve-O? Like, Steve-O has 2,000 points, and me and Dread both have 1,000 points. Father and son versus the big deal. Dread will have a rematch. Dread has a rematch against Steve-O, and he decided to bring in some backup. Steve-O and Clint versus Dread and Gitman. Aw, sweet innocent Jude. Not that sweet and I'm not that innocent. I'm still very much like an orc, where I howl in a furious desire for blood and war. I believe that kind of behavior is what got Dread banned from YouTube, so maybe I should be very sparing about that. +100 Shola on my side. That's a well-practiced wrist action there. I don't think I can recreate it. Unless I did just there. I thought you were meaning if I was just like flopping the wrist like that. Shaking all those rattle cans. Yeah, of course. I make sure there's still some DACA inside. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. I'm not going to question that, Sci-Fi. To be fair, I probably shouldn't question many great things that people say to me on my streams. I'm not gonna respond to that, Steve-O. I mean, maybe I'll shake you around if I'm strong enough to pick you up. It'll be like that scene in The Man Who Knew Too Little when he picks up his brother's maid. I'm thinking of it right now already. Steve-O, how's it going, brother? Remember, gold is heavy. Steve-O may be stronger than you think. That's why I said if I'm strong enough to pick him up. I imagine he could still beat me in an arm wrestling since he does boxing. And, I will dare not challenge him to a fight unless it is through Warhammer. Ugh. Alright, well, I've just painted the rim of the base. This mega knob. I will let that dry, and then I will do some highlights on the skin. I probably should have done the highlights first before I did anything else, but oh well. There's not too much skin on him anyway. He does boxing. Don't follow the rules. It'll give you an advantage. So basically, what you're saying is street fight, where I just throw stuff in his eyes and continuously beat around the bush until he eventually can't fight anymore and then dive full in. I would distract Jude with a laser pointer while he is confused by the fact it's not in his hands. I would make my escape. I'm not a cat, you know. Offer to buy him a pint instead and see what he does. Hey, Steve-O. Who's modding? I don't know, Dread. I don't know who's modding. Honestly, I don't even know what half of sci-fi is saying in my chat because I'm not an old timer who understands any of the stuff. I'm especially also not an old timer UK person. I was going to, but I'm too tired. You're self-modding, I guess. My comments not getting through. Maybe my signal. Your comments are getting through, Dread. I'm just busy doing something else. Really want a hobby, but shit too busy lately. That's fair enough, Steve-O. Take a break. Ease off. Take a chill. When just sit back and chill. I mean, you have more painted. Just think that you have more painted stuff than me. Wish I could take a break, one thing after another. So need to add finishing touches. Splatter and splurge a bunch of blood and gore all over these kill saws. Don't worry, Steve-O. It'll be Christmas soon. That's relaxing. I've seen the adverts. Also, it just said 6 people were here. Now it's plummeted all the way back down to 1. What's going on? Guess I'm that boring, huh? Yeah, I know what it is. I'm just very boring, very unentertaining to watch. I see how it is. I'm also looking forward to December. I am off work at last. Yeah!
There goes my paintbrush. Ugh. People tend to go quiet when concentrating on painting. Well, it's not so much that sci-fi, it's more so that on my screen it says that there's only one person left. Yes, I know also how long I've been streaming sci-fi. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 31 minutes and 52 seconds. Which I guess then means I should probably bring the stream to a close. Oh, well, I guess I can't now because Scar has just turned up and has asked how goes the painting. Best thing to do, Gitman, is to have a topic to chat about in your head before you go live. It came back. Yes, it came back from death. But how goes the painting, Scar? I've almost finished painting this mega knob. He practically is finished. I just have to wait for some bits to dry on him, and then I will soak him in some paint seal, and then he'll go on the shelf. But while that guy dries, I've been continuing painting some more mega knobs with kill saws. And I know that this one looks like he's a death skull because it's blue and white, but he's not. The white's there for when I eventually paint orange on it. Which I'm going to do right now. I'm assuming, Scar, that you're painting Battletech. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Battletech? What diorama or battle scene would you like to make or see done? Before I answer your question, Sci-Fi, Scar is saying yes, using the engineer paint set on some mechs. May or may not make a video with it. Good stuff. But to answer your question, Sci-Fi, that's also a tough word. Oh, beginner. It said engineer, so that's why I was assuming it meant engineer. But if I wanted to do a diorama or battle scene, what would I want to do? I think if I wanted to do a diorama, what I would want to do is like this massive imperial fortress built into the earth, sprinkle around a bunch of Imperial Guard and maybe some Space Marines, and then there's just this massive horde of orcs and mechs all storming up the hillside trying to take the fortress. That's what I would want to do for a diorama. Just a massive orc horde in the process of overrunning an Imperial bastion. Well, something else that I maybe would want to try and do, I think I would maybe want to go with trying to recreate the Battle of Isandlwana, the battle between the British Empire and the native Zulus of South Africa. Only this time, it's actually called the Battle of Isandlwana because it's a bunch of snake bites attacking a Mordian column that's been trying to pacify the world for the past few years. And they get attacked by over 100,000 very vicious and tough snakebite orcs, along with maybe a few hordes of feral orcs that have been popping up around the planet.
and they eventually get overwhelmed by the sheer superior numbers, the brutish, the brutish snake bites. They did the Battle of Orcs Drift in White Dwarf when Orcs first went on WS4. Yeah, I also saw a battle report for Orcs Drift. I think it was no. I mean the Battle of Isandawana, the actual battle where the Zulus actually beat the British. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to a Battle of Orcs Drift, but I would also want to be like I would want there to be like a prologue battle like preceding Orcs Drift where like the massive orc horde like they've attacked the Imperial Guard column that struck out from their base of operations, and they accidentally run into this massive orcish horde, and then they are forced to take up a defensive position and try and fend off wave after wave of greenskins. It's the other way around, sci-fi. Zulu Dawn is Isandlwana, and Rourke's Drift is Zulu. There was a series about the rest about the rise of Shaka Zulu. Interesting. I don't really know that much about Shaka Zulu. I only really know that it was him who created the legendary horns of the buffalo. Winters just put up a video out on the new Marine decks. Yes, I probably won't care too much about that because I don't really have the Marine Codex or a way of accessing it unless I buy it. Yeah, it might give clues on what ours might be like. Although it is still a little ways off before we do get our Orc Codex. And I'm personally really just looking forward to what they're going to release for Orcs when they bring out our Codex, because they did say that they were gonna bring out something new for each Codex. Spring 2024, according to the roadmap. Yes. This is true. And honestly, I just wish it would be coming up a lot sooner, because I want to see what the Orcs are getting. We all want to see what the Orcs are getting. Also, following up Sci-Fi's previous question, what would, if everybody had the ability to do a battle scene or a diorama, like a battle scene in diorama form from like a movie, or just like try and recreate their own diorama, what would they do? Yeah, that's I agree too, Dread. It does look like the clans are gonna be just based on what you paint your army, but the detachments that you're getting won't be clan locked. So like even if you're playing as Goths, you could still use like say a more dese kind of detachment or more blood axe kind of detachment. Or if you're playing Bad Moons, you could play a more freebooter kind of detachment. Although I don't really think there will be a freebooter style detachment. I always wanted to do a diorama of Imperial Guard retreating from Nids in a Chimera, in homage of that scene from Aliens. Oh, that doesn't sound like a bad idea, Steve-O. You very well still could do it if you had the time. Calling it now. 12th edition will be returned to clans. 2 editions from now, we will have no clans. Or 2 editions from now, we will have clans come back. That would be cool. Honestly, that's why I paint my orcs like in a not like in a focused kind of way, because since orcs can get away with it, it doesn't really matter what your colors are. You can easily just say, "Yeah, 12th edition will be out next year." Yeah, we'll skip right over 11th edition. Best edition yet. Yes, it is the best way, Dread. And like, this is the great thing about orcs is that you don't have 11th is coming out early next year. Anyways, one day I'll get my Shinorks from trucks done and have the Air Cav Evil Sons a la Apocalypse Now diorama though. I mean, if people were given the resources and like the freedom to just do whatever the hell they wanted, like say Games Workshop simply gave them like stacks of sprues and like maybe some models that were already built and some terrain or maybe like a 3D printed board, and they say, right, here's your board, try and make a diorama out of it. It's all yours. The only limit is your imagination. Make your own color scheme and lore. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm actually making my own lore for my WA right now. Like as a well, I don't not really right now. I've been making it throughout the years as the army grows and as I get more named characters. And like I have like some small backstories behind each of the war bosses that are in the Grand WA. I've always wanted to do an orc AT-AT being attacked by an Imperial Guard flyer in Empire Strikes Back, but with orcs. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, just like give people the resources and like literally you could have their imagination on how they build stuff could blow people's minds. I mean, like that's like some of the things that really get us into this kind of hobby is like, excuse me, this is like the kind of thing that gets us into these hobbies. It's not so much like just like the models looking cool when you see them like standing alone, but they also look even cooler when they're like displayed in a diorama sequence, and you can like try and use your mind to depict what's happening in the battle, like and what's going on. That's what really makes this hobby like feel really come alive in a way. I mean, I think my first introduction into this hobby would have been through like the normal plastic army men that you would always get as a. Might head on Discord and do a bit of painting in a bit. All right, Steve. I guess we'll see you there. trying to motivate myself. Yes, it's good motivation. It's talking to people on Discord. I should know. 2 or 3 kits then, such as squad of commandos hunting a bane blade at rest, covert guard crew. I still intend to make a rocker stage with working lights and speakers, like Gar planned. Certainly re-inspired having seen Sid's new wagon. Yeah. Well, I think I might slap a few more base coats on this Meganob, and then I'll probably bring this stream to a close. And if anybody wants to talk more, I'll probably go over to the Discord, because well, that's where a lot of the good fun's happening, is over in the Discord. Hope you all managed to achieve some small hobbying. Well, the stream's not over just yet. Not just yet, Dread, but I guess see you soon. Right, we're approaching. I think we're approaching an hour and 48 minutes. We'll probably bring the stream to a close here very soon now. Ugh. Also, still need to get my completed Meganob. He's dried, which it's hard to tell, so I guess I'll still leave him sitting there, so I won't dip him in the paint seal just yet. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call the stream here. Has anybody said anything new? Nope. But, yep, see you later, Steve-O. So, I hope you all managed to complete some small amount of hobby progress during the stream. And, remember, there won't be a stream this next Saturday, and possibly won't be another one the Saturday after that. But I think otherwise, I don't really have anything else to say, other than see you later, you gits. Whoa! See, I also now forgot how I end the stream. Unless